Galin here with the new principal at Seaforth High School, Tripp Crayton. And we're standing outside the school, and I just want to let everybody know before we start, I am more than 6 feet away from Mr. Crayton, and we are outdoors. Once we go indoors, we will all mask up, and we will stay socially distanced and mask safe. Mr. Crayton, you've been a principal since February what?
February 15th.
February 15th. And when you got the call saying, hey, would you accept the position of principal, how'd that go?
I was extremely excited to have the opportunity of opening a new school, especially the newest high school that hadn't been built in Chatham County since 1972.
So that's over 50 years.
50 years.
50 years, all right. And
I
you
was
were
born in 74, so 2 years before that.
Holy moly. All right, so you're coming over from Jordan Matthews, so you've been in the system.
Right, so I started at Jordan Matthews in July 2015. I was in Wake County before then, principal at Wakefield High School. Met my wife here in Chatham County, which is what brought me this direction.
All right, and you folks got married in 2015, and
Correct.
so
July 4th, 2015.
all right, the missus noticed that.
That's
your
right.
your hubby remembered the date.
Plus, it's easy to remember it's the 4th of July. So.
Oh, there you go. Hey, I got engaged on Valentine's Day. That makes things easier. How'd you get you've been in schooling and in education for over 24 years, haven't you?
Correct. So I just started my 26th year in education. Started that in January. Started out as a social studies teacher in Durham, Riverside High School. Did that for 5.5 years, and then from there was in administration, assistant principal, and then assistant principal for a while, and then moved into principalship jobs. So I was a principal at Wakefield Middle School for 3 years, and then I've been a principal at high school level for more than 11 years. 21 out of my 25 years has been in high school doing something, either teaching, assistant principal, or principal. So a lot of experience.
And what's your preference with high school versus middle school, or is it just something, or your comfort zone?
My comfort zone by far is high school. I just feel like the kids are more easy to work with. Additionally, our high school students, of course, are leaning towards graduation, and then their next steps in middle school. Their next steps is just to get to high school. At least at the high school level, I felt like I've had more of an impact on our high school students, and especially towards the graduation. My wife is a middle school teacher, so I hear about her positives and negatives in middle school. She loves it. That's all she wants to do. But for me, high school is where it's at, and that's where I've always been, and hope to finish my career in high school.
Now, last year in 2020, you were Principal of the Year for Chatham County, weren't you?
Yes, sir. Sure was.
What do you have to do to win that award?
It's not what I have to do. It's what my staff did at Jordan Matthews, and what the students have done. As I tell people all the time, my job is just to lead people in the right direction, and they're the ones who make it happen. So just the outstanding staff that I had put together, many of the great things they have done as far as building that culture, a positive culture. Also, pretty decent results that we get from there. Graduation rate, it's not too bad. Of course, we could always improve, but nonetheless, just a positive experience. And again, it's because of the strong team there that gave me this opportunity.
All right, and is that something you can win like 2 years in a row?
No, it's a one-time deal, consecutive-wise. After back-to-back, after 2 years, you can then try again.
And what are the things that you mentioned? Some of the things you enjoy about being in a high school environment. What are you looking forward to here at the new Seaforth High School?
What is there not to look forward to? So the feeling is we're going to offer anything and everything that our students are interested in. So any sports that are at Northwood, the plan is to offer them here at Seaforth. So any sports that Jordan Matthews would offer here. As far as art programs, we hope to eventually have the same programs that are at Northwood. But of course, being the first year in smaller numbers, it's going to take time to build. But we're going to look at what student interest is as they're registering for courses, or what kind of program we're going to have. So, the thing about Seaforth is we're building everything from the ground up, from the athletics to the art program to just the various academic programs we're going to have. And that's what makes it so exciting. Is that although I'm the leader of the place, I'm looking forward to having the input from our community, from our students. What are some things they wish to see within the building beyond extracurricular activities as far as the arts or athletics, but other clubs that they might like to start here. Just a variety of things that we can make Seaforth unique and different from the other schools, while at the same time ensuring that we have some of the same programming that you see throughout Chatham County.
Yeah, we're going to go in and take a look at that in a little bit. But game plan for the first year is you're going to start with how many grades?
So we'll start with 9th and 10th grade, approximately on paper showing 460 students. And then the following year, we'll bring in the 11th graders and bring us around 650. And then the following year, we'll have seniors and have a full group, and it should be around 900 students.
All right, and the building initial build out is to handle what, about 1,200 students?
That's correct, and there is the opportunity to build in addition later on down the road. I'll be retired and possibly dead by the time that happens, but as we walk the building, I'll be able to show you where that potentially would be.
So that's going to be in addition onto the core.
That's correct, yes, sir.
All right, folks, we're going to head on in. We're going to mask up, and we're going to get a tour here from Mr. Crayton. Thank you.